My dear children of class 10, let's enjoy the chapter The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. Chapter 7 Footprints Without Feet. Now the main characters of the story are Mathilde Loisel, Monsieur Loisel, her husband, Madame Forestier. Mathilde is a very beautiful but ambitious woman who always dreams of a lavish lifestyle. She is married to a clerk who is simple and poor. Thus she is extremely unhappy and dissatisfied with her life. Now the story is set in France, most likely towards the end of the 19th century. And the story explores themes of greed and pride. Madame Loisel is a young, pretty, ordinary but discontented woman. She is of a humble background but dreams of riches and comforts. She is proud of her beauty and wants to be admired. Her meager resources are not enough to satisfy her expensive cravings, making her angry all the time. Her husband, Monsieur Loisel, is an ordinary and average young man, a mere clerk by profession. He is still contented with his job. Also, he is a caring man, as he is excited to show the dinner invitation to his wife. After spending a fortune on a beautiful dress, Madame Loisel is faced with yet another disaster. She frets over the fact that she does not have a beautiful jewel to go with her dress. So she asks her husband to pass on the invitation to someone else. Mathilde Loisel's husband, Monsieur Loisel, comes to her rescue. First he suggests her to wear fresh flowers. Mathilde just mocked at the idea. Then he advises her to borrow some jewels from her rich friend, Madame Forestier. Thus the problem is solved as Madame Forestier lends her a beautiful diamond necklace. The Loisels leave no stone unturned. Madame Loisel goes back and searches to the lost necklace. Then he goes to the police and to the cab officers. Also they put out an advertisements in the newspapers and offer a reward to anyone who finds the necklace. But all their efforts go in vain. It takes Loisels a decade to pay back the money they borrowed to buy the necklace. And it changed everything for them. They had to move to the poorest quarters of the city with no maids or assistants. Mathilde had to cook, clean, mend, sew, bargain with the grocer and butcher to save every sou just for mere survival. The husband had to work in the evening and night to pay their debt. In this way, the course of the Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. Mathilde's pride and her materialistic aspirations, coupled with her dishonesty, paved the way for her ruin. She could have avoided it by learning to accept her current situation and being content with what she had. Truth and honesty would have saved Mathilde from her doom, if only she had been courageous enough to confess to her friend the truth of the necklace. She would have come to know that it was a fake one that cost a mere 500 francs. She would not have spent her husband's entire inheritance and borrowed 18,000 francs to pay for its replacement. In fact, she would have saved herself and her husband from 10 long years of crushing poverty, misery, and back-breaking labor. Though the characters speak in English, it is not their language. Maupassant wrote the story in French and was translated into English. Again, the very text throws up enough words in French to prove it otherwise. First, the very names of characters like Madame Loisel, Madame Forestier, and the minister's name, Georges Ramponneau, indicate their French origin. Then the words for currency like franc and sou show the same. Also, the shop's location at Palais Royal and Champs-Élysées point out the French history of the characters and the story. Now, the whole narrative of the story, The Necklace, revolves around a young woman, Mathilde, who in her foolish pride borrows a necklace, inviting misery and doom for herself as well as for her husband. The necklace is lost and the Loisels fall into tremendous debt. They spend the next 10 years of their life in paying debt for the replacement of the lost necklace. Their entire life moves around impoverished, everyday saga of misery and hunger, and the necklace, in fact, changes the very course of their life. Also, it is against the backdrop of the necklace that Mathilde's pride and dishonesty are highlighted. At the same time, the necklace serves a twist at the end as it turns out to be a fake one. So the story is aptly titled as A Necklace. It is in fact the leading character of this ironic tale of desire, the doom, and the tragedy. The irony in the story is based on the fact that the Loisels spent 10 years of toil and frugality paying for a necklace which turns out to be a cheap imitation. This story, Necklace, has two conflicts. One is internal and another external. Internal conflict is Madame Loisel versus herself. Her excessive pride, materialism, and shallowness cause her emotional suffering as she feels she has been deprived of luxuries.